Good afternoon. My name is Theo Dixon, and my social issue that I choose to address today is that of the Housing First model for homeless veterans. What is Housing First? Housing First is a model that provides housing to veterans experiencing homelessness. Housing First puts the basic Maslow hierarchy of needs, physiological or shelter, before treatment, hence the term Housing First. Housing First is also a harm reduction method that is beneficial to not only the veteran, but their provider and to the community. What attracted me to the Housing First model issue? I'm not sure which side of the fence I fall on. I realized when I was going from homelessness, transitioning to housing, that I did not need or did need other services. And it wasn't until I got those services was I able to sustain housing. I think it's very important not to just take the veteran off the street, but to address the issues that got him on the street. Housing First was a model that was developed in 1990 by Dr. Sam Sumtabaris. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but Sam Sumtabaris. And it was adopted by the Housing for Urban Development Project in 1992, and then subsequently adopted by the VA as a partnership for HUD-VASH. The VASH part is the VA, or Veterans Administrative Supported Housing, which is mandatory case management for veterans. Um, there are some implications or some adversity, I guess, for the program in itself, and it's kind of exactly what I believe. I think you can't just put a person in housing if you don't address what made them homeless. I agree that a veteran should die with dignity, and what that means to most is they should die with a roof over their heads. It also means that it eliminates the crime for the community or the eyesore, and it's non-taxing on the economy as a whole, because veterans sometimes end up in hospitals, and we taxpayers are stuck with those bills in a roundabout way. Um, I think the way that we can address um, the Housing First model on a larger scale, number one, is to provide what we call wraparound services. Wraparound services is what would be necessary for a veteran to maintain housing. That means, number one, connecting them with their primary care team, or um, connecting them with the necessary mental health treatment, dental treatment, other services like substance use disorder would be important to keep the veterans housed. The Housing First model and the wraparound services that it provides um, offers veterans what we call financial supportive services, or fiduciary, or automatic payments, and or grants from community partners. We also connect veterans in this wraparound service model with food banks and other community partners that kind of eases the financial burden on the veteran, which allows them to save and stay housed. And one of the major things that we do in the Housing First model, as far as wraparound services, is we partner the veteran with the licensed clinical social worker. That's how you address it on the whole or the macro level. What I would say is, if we can house veterans or any other person who may be homeless, it does help clean up the streets. It does give the person some dignity. It does give the person health benefits and all other things that are surrounded in those things. And the big picture is, we have, as far as the veterans are concerned, fought for somebody who has fought for us. That's the Housing First model.